Hello, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Today is another story time.
We can't bust heads like we used to, but we have our ways.
You got it.
One trick is to tell them stories that don't go anywhere. Like the time I caught the ferry over to Shelbyville.
Today, for your pleasure, I have not just one story for you, but two of my foibles. Hopefully you'll be able to laugh with me and laugh at me, because I do some pretty stupid shit. Before we begin, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment, and watch the video to the end because it'll help me so much with YouTube's algorithms. First story is a cooking story because I like to cook. I like to eat. I like spicy foods. So I like to cook spicy food. See, the story's going somewhere. Spicy. One day, I was cooking some spicy food. Some tacos, in fact. Making them spicy. I was making my hot sauce so super duper spicy that you could not believe it. Chop, 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 chop. You know, jalapenos, habaneros, serranos, chopping all the peppers, mixing it together. And then the phone rang. Now, it was in the olden days, way back, where you had to go to another room to answer a phone that was attached to a wall. Yeah, some of you kids these days don't even remember that. So I just want to tell you to get your cloud off of my lawn. You will never know the wonder of getting lost in a foreign place with your fancy Google Maps. No. In my day, we used to go to foreign cities and get lost. Just around the corner from where we were going. Really, we should have gone right. We went left. We got lost. That's how it used to be. And the phones were attached to the walls. So I went into the other room, answered the phone, chatted away. It was a friend of mine. We were just chatting. Oh, yeah, I gotta go. I have to finish making dinner. And so I hung up the phone. And without thinking, I scratched my bottom parts. My bum. I scratched it. And it took probably a second for me to realize what I had done. But when that second was over, and those pepper juices were touching my little butt puckery place,
Feeling my asshole's on fire! Feeling my asshole's on fire! Feeling my asshole's on fire! Yeah, Daddy. Yeah, Daddy! Go with it! Joy. Feeling my asshole's on fire.
I ran. I basically ran to the bathroom as fast as I could. This was in the US, so you had to sit over the sink. My pants came off while I was running. I managed to do a feat that was so coordinated, running and taking off my pants at the same time. I could never replicate it today. But in an emergency, you have more strength than you know. So I was on the sink, and I was pretty much giving myself an emergency anal wash. I really wish I would have had a bidet, but then I didn't. I thought about it because if any of you have ever gotten anything spicy, you know that water just kind of makes it worse. So I'm running to the kitchen back again, getting my gallon of milk, running to the bathroom sink so I could get my butt up over it, and I poured cool milk all over my bottom to help soothe. What I had basically done was pepper spray my own asshole. Because that, in fact, is the kind of girl I am. I'm also single. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Zardoz speaks to you, his chosen ones. The gun is good.
We know in this apocalypse you have a lot of deities to choose from. We would like if you were to make Zardoz yours. Remember, the gun is good. My second story is about when I was young. Must have been about 21, 22. Was living in San Francisco. I was on the El Taravel. If any of you have been in a crowded Muni streetcar, there were people everywhere. I had my arm hanging up trying to keep me as the streetcar was moving in traffic. I happened to glance over and I saw it. Somebody was glancing at me. It was packed, so I couldn't really make out who. And so, you do that thing where you quickly look away. And then I glanced back again. And she made eye contact with me, but I could just see the eyes. And it was like some of the most intense eyes I'd ever seen. And I'm trying to, subtly move, but not quite get it. So I could see who this, woman that was checking me out with the intense eyes was. It was driving me nuts because the streetcar was crowded, and every time I thought I could move, I didn't quite get it. There was always somebody in my way. But every now and then, as we're going down, I would just catch a glance. And I would see the intense stare coming back at me. And it was amazing. My heart literally palpitated. I don't know, what it was, but it was boom, that instant connection. It was there. It was amazing. And just from, a subtle eye contact with somebody I couldn't see. It was great. And then all of a sudden, somebody in front of me got up. And I realized that I had been making eye contact with myself in the reflection. And I was the most intense eye contact I had ever seen. So at that point, we're still in a crowded train, and I start laughing hysterically at myself. Because I know how ridiculous I am. I know that I had just fallen in love with a total stranger that was, in fact, myself. I turned from the most, sexually passionate, ooh, this is the greatest moment, to a laughing, hysterical madwoman, because I can just do something that is, in fact, that stupid. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. It's much appreciated. I hope you all stay safe out there.